How are we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will.
I'm Audrey.
And today we are causing an earthquake with the phone because I keep vibrating the cable. So I'm going to back this up just a hair. That way we stop doing that for you guys. And maybe we'll start the intro over. Nah, forget it. Why would we start the intro over? How is this any different than any other live stream? But today we are playing what?
Today we are playing...
Casper trying not to trip over a phone cord.
Yeah.
No, that is the name of Casper's game. The name of our game
is
Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. Right? So we're playing Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. Holy cow, this is like the worst intro ever. If you guys are still watching at this point, thank you. We appreciate it. But this was the voters' choice. This is the game that you guys picked on our weekly poll. We do have all the expansions, so if you would like to see how all the expansions are played, how all the factions play, we are going to have unboxing videos where I go over most of the cards, at least show you their abilities, as well as we'll eventually do gameplay of all that. So what are they going to do? Be able to see it when those videos go live?
Share.
No.
Notifications.
See.
Set up notifications.
See.
The bell.
Now, if they want to share, they can do that, but that's not going to let them know that we went live.
Right.
They need your notifications.
Notifications.
Okay. So with that said, guys, and now with our intro, which I guess gives me time to cut that out and tell you how to play, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to tell them how to play. So with Empires of the North, I don't know where I am today. This was me doing the unboxing videos too. I was all over the place. Empires of the North Sea, you're basically building out a tableau while doing minimal but a little bit of worker placement. You got a little bit of worker placement, a little bit of resource management. You have a limited action pool that you're able to play, and everybody goes in turn order. So the first thing that you're going to do is, of course, draw your cards. So at the beginning of your turn, each player gets to draw 5 cards from their specific deck. Each one of the different characters or the different empires plays a little bit differently. We are playing the 2 easiest empires. I forget their names. Let me bring this back up and around. I've got this book all folded in different ways from our earlier gameplay. So we are still playing. There we go. So we are playing the difficulty 1 and the difficulty 2 or 3, which is the Glen clan and the Ulaf clan. So the Glen clan is the Scottish clan that is all about working together and seeing through their goals. They love to support each other, and it's all thanks to the jolly leader Glen and his team player spirit. Ulaf, on the other hand, Ulaf clan, that was Bella in an earthquake. Ulaf leads his clan with true respect to the Viking traditions. He believes that all Vikings should fight, sail, and conquer. They sharpen their axes as a hobby. So that kind of goes in par with what they do. So Glen is more about getting resources and getting victory points by working together, whereas Ulaf wants to go and sail, conquer, and then he's got cards in his deck that are going to allow him to benefit off that. So back to the cards. That was a whole segue. Back to the cards. So you draw 5 cards on the very beginning of the game. Setup, you're going to put your 3 basic cards out, and then you get to choose which cards you want to keep for your first hand. Of course, logic would tell you probably keep the ones that are either going to help you down the line or that you would be able to build right off the bat. So I can only keep 3, so I'm going to discard that one since I had 2 of those. And Storm's a good one. Storm I don't think is as good. So Storm basically allows me to, each time I sail, I can spend 1 of my workers to move up a position in the queue. I'm going to get rid of that because that doesn't seem to be very big in a 2-player game. It probably makes a bigger factor when you have more players because these cards in the middle are limited, and we'll get to that in a minute. So the next part is, of course, taking your boats. So each of us start with 2 boats. I get a 3rd boat if I get a card that allows me to take that 3rd boat. As I mentioned, you have your basic cards, which is basically your initial empire, and you get a set number of resources based on these cards. So I get some wood, a fish, and an apple, a manzana. And Bella gets lickens. Thank you, Bella. And then mi Moradri has stone, wood, and a fish as well. Okay, go lay down, sweetie. You're kind of stuck underneath under the chair. Well, that's not going to be helpful, sweetie. Okay, well, go lay down. Come on, lay down on your bed. I don't know what you want, sweetie. Bella, go lay down. All right, so where was I? Our basic resources. All right. The next thing is each player is going to have these clan tokens. These clan tokens are used during an action where you can play on the action wheel. Each turn or each of your action turns, you are limited to being able to. We have hit this camera so many times tonight. You're limited to once unless you have an apple. If you have an apple, you can then flip your token over, move to the left or the right, and then be able to take your second of the turn. If you don't have an apple, you can't do that. Then you also can't take the same action twice. Now, some of the action things in the wheel will also be in your cards. So some of your cards will say, spend 1 worker plus an apple, and you can perform this particular action without going to the action wheel. Now, in the action wheel, you have 5 actions. Sail allows you to put a boat into the metal expedition section. If you put it in by itself, you have an option of getting one of these cards. If you're here first, you get first choice, second, get second choice, and so on. If you don't want to take one of these cards, you can also do un sorpresa and get a surprise card right here by just taking the face down card. If you have a fish, and you'll see here at the top, distance, you will be able to take one of the distance actions to pillage or conquer. Now what that means is during the expedition phase, you'll be able to pillage and get the items on the left, which is basically resources, victory points, and so forth. If you have an axe, you can do the conquer, which gives you this as a feature inside of your empire, and you get a bonus because you're building this particular village on your empire, right? So you get some extra goodies for doing that. All right. So the other thing we're doing in this game, we are playing with all the cards that we've gotten with all the expansions. We went ahead and mixed them all in. So we've got every single island. So you may see some islands here that are not in the base game. I honestly can't tell you which ones are or aren't. I'm guessing these little logos down at the bottom would tell us, but I don't know what any of these logos are. This one I'm thinking is the Egyptian, the card that I was showing. Yeah, so there you go. So that's a little pyramid. And that little symbol down there made me think Egypt. So this is one of the Egyptian cards. We are also playing with the treasure cards. So those are available on Portal Games website. If you have 2 fish on your boat, you get the option of drawing that top card, and then you can resolve what is on the card. It may allow you to harvest twice. It may allow you to sail twice, explore twice. Just gives you different benefits. Plus, there are some extra resources that you will get during your game. So turns will continue through. You will gain victory points, you will gain resources, and so forth until one player makes it to the 25. Once that player makes it to the 25, that signals in-game scoring. If that occurs while you're in the normal action phase, then at the end of that action and expedition phase, that is the end of the game. If it occurs during the expedition phase, then everybody gets one more round, and then it ends on the follow-up turn. I think that's about it. The only other thing is really about resources. So all resources are spent and go back to the common pool, which of course you get this handy dandy tray that comes in the box. The only resource that does not are your workers. And Abdi noticed something. What did you notice about the workers?
So there are boys and girls. And
they're a boy and girl. They're cute little meatplays. You have a male and female
have,
workers.
Piggy tail.
Like piggy tails. Yep. So workers, on the other hand, you do not go back to the general pool. Instead, they go here to this spent worker category. and then you don't get them back until the cleanup phase. But I believe that is Empires of the North Kingdom. I think. Brief rundown. I mean, all of our how to plays are very brief, short, because we expect you to be watching us during the gameplay to learn the intricacies. But with that said, Abdi's going to go over the dice as always while I bebe mi bebe. Bebida mi bebe, bebe mi bebeda.
Bebo.
Bebo.
Yo bebo. Mi bebida.
See, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so this is our extra life 22. What? The 2D.
20-sided.
D20.
D20.
D20 die for extra life to help through donations to the kids from Children's Miracle Network.
There we go. Children's Miracle Network. So we do support the and see, I can't remember the exact name. It's the Urgent Need Fund. So we're not supporting our local West Virginia. We're just supporting the global one that basically sends the money where it is needed. Right now, with everything going on in the world, kids that are sick and injured need help. So of course, we always have a link down below to where you can donate to Extra Life. So to determine who goes first and gets this wonderful Yeti. Now, unfortunately, I got to find out how we can get the wood one. I need to reach out to Portal Games to see if they can get us the wood first player token. He's basically the Sasquatch. You get the Yeti as your first player token. But with that, it's highs or lows.
Highs.
Adri says high. A 10 is a low. So it is low. I get to go first. So bring this first player token over here to me. We're going to go ahead and throw that extra life die up there because that is the star of the show.
Oh, I chose my 3 cards.
No, you don't pay on that. You pay on the next. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. We did miss that step. Is on your turn, you get to draw new cards, and we do have to pay for those cards. So we are going to draw 4 cards.
I think so.
I think it's 4 cards. 4 cards. 4 new cards. So at the beginning of your turn, you draw 4 new cards. Or both players draw 4 cards, right? Look out phase. Each player, yep. And then we got to decide how many we want to keep, and we have to spend our workers to keep them. So I want to keep that. Actually, I'm keeping all 3 of mine. I'm keeping all 4 of mine. I'm going out on my first turn. I'm going to keep all 4 of mine, spend all of my workers. All but 1. I add 1 extra worker. Luckily, I don't think I need the worker.
I'm paying for this 3. Oops.
You keep your workers.
I always forget. I have to.
Always forget. Adri wants to actually pay for her workers and get rid of them. You weren't very good.
Bad if I pay, bad if I don't pay. And sometimes I don't pay.
Yeah. So what's worse? Okay. So on my turn, I'm going to. All right. So I'm going to go to construct. Thank you, Belita. I saw it too. Thank you, Bella. Alright, so I'm going to construct. So I want to do the construct action.
Red.
I am rojo. See? So construct. So construct allows me to build a building for free without spending a resource. So since I don't have rocks, this is always a good one. That allows me to spend 3 different resources to gain 3 victory points later. And because I did that, I get to play an instant build card. So some cards have a build restriction that only allows you to do it once you actually do that action. So in this particular case, I can now build this card because I did a construct action. All right. So now it is Adri's turn.
Okay. So I am going to play William's farm. Your farm.
It's my farm.
With a rock.
With a rock. Although it's a farm, which is really weird because it's not considered a resource area. It's not a harvest area. Okay.
And
now it's back to me. Yeah, so this is the weird part. It's like, oh, I can do it. No, I can only do one thing. And I'm going to go ahead and explore. That allows me to draw 1 card, and then I can explore to build. So I can actually build this here, which gives me 1 fish. All right, so your turn.
I am going to populate so I can.
So you populate, so you get another worker.
And I get.
And then you get, yes, you get an apple because you built a harvest location. So same as when I added my fish upgrade, I got that. Audrey built this, so you get the resources whenever you do a harvest location, which has the pumpkin. This actually has the option of either being a single location or it can upgrade an existing. So if she gets a second ice cream shop, she'd be able to put that right next to that one. Okay. So I'm going to, oops, I put mine in the wrong spot too. So I'm going to, oh, can I get to harvest? What color am I? I'm red, yeah. So I'm going to spend my apple to go to harvest. And I'm going to harvest my guardhouse. So that gets me 2.
I'm going to.
Oh, I built the wrong thing. Dang it. Earlier I built the wrong thing. I messed up.
I'm going to. You're gonna.
No, it's nothing I can do. I messed up on my first turn.
So I'm going to build.
I didn't want to build this one. I wanted to build by my. Oh. Stop giving me your meeples. You can keep your meeples.
So championships, please.
All right. Yeah, I messed up. See, I needed to play this one instead of this one. So that's fine. I'm going to spend. Actually, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to spend my meeple to get that one. Okay. So back to you.
To spend wood. See, this one's for you.
That's yeah. See. All right. So I don't want to do that yet. I messed up last time. So this card here, the Watchtower, basically has a building bonus. So I gain 1 victory point for each of my conquered islands, maximum of 6. So the main thing is that is a bonus once I build this. So I kind of got to keep this in my hand until I get some of these islands conquered, which is what I was going to try to do on my first turn, and I messed up. So I don't have an apple, so I can't take another action there. But I can build this. So I can build my Valkyrie for 1 wood. All right, so back to you.
I am going to build competition.
I am going to take Naval Scouts as an action, which I have to spend 1 of these. I get to draw a card, and I gain 1 victory point. Right.
I am going to spend 1 meeple and 2 different resources. To gain 3.
I don't want your meeple. To gain 3? See, now this is where that one comes in, because that is a huge thing. 1, 2, 3. So I actually have to raid to keep her from doing that now. I forgot she has that card. See, I could raid her, and that was one thing we didn't mention, is during your turn you can also raid if you have an axe, which prevents your opponent from being able to utilize that card. And this was an extra on this turn. Could have used it. Spend 1, I can't do that. Spend 3 different, I can't do that. Because this doesn't count as a resource. Axes do not. I can't build that. I don't want to build that. Can't build that. I don't have any apples. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass. I think that's the end of my round. Which is different, because I remember that when we played our practice game, we got through our deck almost every single time. Our entire hand we were able to play. But again, that might have been bad. That might have been us just not knowing how to play.
I'm going to harvest wood.
Wood?
Bought.
And the thing is, Audrey gets to keep going until she decides that she wants to pass. If there are other players, of course, it would keep going around in turn, each player playing until they are done. Yeah, how am I gonna get the?
You don't have any.
I don't know how I'm gonna get stone. I have to sail. I got to sail to get me some stone. Oh, and that would have been a good one too. I got 2 stone. See, that's my disadvantage. None of my guys have stone. I do have a card that I can trade some wood for. Oh no, that was the island, wasn't it? That was Prometheus's island allowed me to trade wood for stone. Oh yeah. I don't know if I've got any cards that let me get stone. That might be a little bit hard. Player, getting actions. Now this is a copy. Remember that one you can do, so you could copy that card there. Oh, you needed to put this. I'm sorry, that's where we messed up. What card did you want that to be a copy of? You have to put it with that card. So,
no.
Or championship. Was it championship?
The one that it gave you 3.
So
like that?
No, it just sits kind of off to the side like that, and then if you did that one, and then if you want to do that, then same thing. You just activate it and turn it sideways the same.
Still like that?
Yeah, I mean you could still do that because you do have another meat play, so that would get you 3 more victory points.
So I use my copy, then I put it.
Yeah, you just turn it sideways too, but it always has to be that card, right? So that's why you have to attach to a card to show that that's what it's a copy of that card. Unfortunately, they can't give you like 500 of the same card, like double of every card, so then you could, copy, okay, just go find that extra card.
But then you have to get I am not playing.
You spin your meeple, right?
I can't do it now, I just played it. Right?
Yeah, you played that, so you spin the meeple. Oh no, it's still your turn. You just keep going. I can't go anymore, so you just keep going. 1, 2, 3.
So I have to spend my fish.
For what? Oh, and 2 resources. Okay, and 2 resources. Yep, to get your 3 victory points. Lo siento. I don't know your card as good as you do. I was having you do stuff and giving you free victory points.
I'm going to risk this. I'm going to build this one.
Okay.
Which is it says for the action I can spend 1 wood and discard 1 card.
Which is future turn. Yeah, you're building it this turn.
To take any nearby island and immediately add it. So a nearby island.
So these are the islands.
Would be one of these?
Oh, here. Yeah, nearby. These ones. Okay. So it lets you take it or conquer it. To take any nearby island and immediately. Oh, so yeah, you're going to conquer it. Wow. Okay. So if you see one there that you like, yeah. So you did build that, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So can you take any more actions? You can't do anything on the action wheel. You have no apples.
I have no meeples. I have nothing.
Okay, so you're passing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to do the expedition phase. Unfortunately, this first expedition phase is not interesting because we have no ships out there. So if we did, we would be able to. Whoever was first get to pick first, second, and so forth. Since neither one of us out there, you do discard both of these, and then you draw 2 new ones. It really doesn't matter what order they go in, just as long as you have 2 new ones. All right, and stop spinning around. It's like a pinwheel. All right. So with that, we do cleanup phase, which brings all of our workers back. We take things off of the action wheel up there.
All of the cards.
All of your cards ready back up. And then these come off. I can't reach them. There we go. So cleanup phase is se acabó, no más. And then we draw 4 again. And we decide which ones we want and which ones we don't want. Wow, all these need rock. How do I get rocks? I don't know how I get rock. I imagine I have to get rocks from voyaging. Alright, so I like that, but that's gonna be a pain to build. That should be easy to build. These are gonna be hard. I'll keep one and discard the other since they're duplicates. So I'm gonna spend 3.
I think I did this wrong.
Okay.
Because I just noticed with this one. So this one is copy of one of these stone ones.
Oh, it's one of those stone ones. Oh, okay, so it was that one.
It could be this.
Yeah, so you have to put it on that one then. Okay, I'll give you 2 resources back.
But this still but I can't. Oh, okay. So I paid for this one, which was what? One wood.
Yeah. That one was still there. No, that was the wood and the resources to do that twice. That's all. This one here. And then your meeple wouldn't have mattered. And you didn't have an apple, so you wouldn't have been able to do that again, anyways. So that's fine. Yep, that works. So I selected my cards and paid for the workers. And then you get to go first this round.
For the ones that are not spent to build,
I just discard them.
You discard them?
Yeah. Where's your original cards? Or you used all yours? You had none in your hand.
None.
Okay. Yeah. So you discard the ones you don't want to pay for.
So I cannot pay for this. There's no way I can.
Yeah. You keep them in your hand and you spend that number of workers. So you spend 4 workers if you want to keep all 4.
Okay. Yes. I'm just paying.
One worker per card you want to keep.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so you get to go first.
So I pay... for this... So this one is... I pay this for this copy of this symbol table.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So your copies are different things. All right. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to construct. I want to construct. And I'm going to build the ship, the ship house I meant to build last time. Here we go. This is the one I want. I'm going to build that correctly this time. All right. So back to you.
I'm going to harvest.
All right, what are you harvesting? Wood. More wood. Is that really what you need the most of?
Yeah.
Is wood? It's because you get rock. I figure you need a lot of rock. But look, all my cards are wood and rock, and I have no wood or rock.
No rock. Oh.
All right. So I'm going to. I'm going to spend a fish and a meeple, or worker. That does not go with the meeples. I'm going to spend a fish and a worker to sail. Right there. And I'm going to put... What do I want? I want fish. I think this one. I'm going to go ahead and put my axe and my fish. That way I can go to the far place. Oh no! Hang on! No! I didn't want the axe on that one. Because I want the resources. I just want the fish, so I can get the resources. Let's see. There we go. All right. So your turn.
So I am going to populate. No. I am going to. I need apples. So
you have to harvest again. You can put your same one on the same one.
I was thinking something else.
No?
I was thinking about something different. So
harvest. So that gets you 1 apple. You know what you're. And then I'm going to actually. Oh, hang on! I forgot to. All right, I'm going to spend a worker to allow this to immediately resolve. That lets me immediately pillage, which gets me the fish that I just discarded, a rock, a twig, and uno de 3 point.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right.
Okay, so... I am going to spend... I'm going to spend the wood and the tomato or apple to gain 2 victory points, and I retrieve 1 worker.
It says retrieve. Oh yeah, so you get one of your workers back. Okay. Because working together, because that's what your guy does. He works together with his meeples. That works. Oh, hang on. I already activated. Yeah, I did this one. So I need to pillage. So I want to sail. And then I'm going to do my axe and my fish this time. Because I got that extra fish. Okay.
So I have one that no, I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna play this one. So, but it says to spend 2 workers to sail. That means I don't need an apple.
Correct. You would just sail. You just get to sail. So in your next turn, you can spend 2 of your workers and sail. I'm going to let's see here. No, I don't want to do watch tower. Stop with the watch tower. Put that in the back so I don't mess with it. Oh, I needed this out there. But I need rocks. Like I don't know yet how I get rocks besides going there. Oh wait a minute, I do have a rock. Never mind. I'm going to do, which honestly I needed this in the previous. Oh, I didn't have a rock until I did that pillage. So I'm going to play twin ship. Well, not twin ships. Where'd it go? Which one was I playing? Yeah, that's it. Twin ships. Each time I pillage, I get 1 victory point. Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to sail.
I'm going to alright, so sail. So your boat. Yeah. Why is that upside down? Where was that one at? Okay, that's fine. No, you don't move your token. You're just doing your action.
I don't move either. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You spent your 2 meeples, right?
Oh,
your 2 workers.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you got there. There's really no reason for you to spend your fish because I'm already going to take that one. So you rather just hang on to your fish because you're going to get this side.
Okay.
Well, no, I say there's no need, but you could spend your fish and get the surprise card. That's your choice. You can either surprise card, which again, surprise card, you're always guaranteed to get 3 resources plus a victory point, right? Whereas this, you're guaranteed what you see, which is either more fish or a stone and a twig.
Do I have to do it now? No.
Yes, you have to do it when you place your boat.
Oh, so sorpresa.
All right, so fish there. All right, I can't do anything, so I am going to pass.
So to do the sorpresa, I need
no. Now it's just, do you want to do any more actions down here, right, to get more points or to do any of that? You don't have an apple, so you can't do anything on the wheel. The only thing you have is 2 meeples or the card in your hand. If you can't do any of that, then you have to pass.
If this one says populate to play,
that means you have to.
Apple.
Yeah, you need it. Well, you wouldn't even be able to do that with an apple because you're way up here and populate's way down the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, so pass.
Pass.
Okay, so now we go to the expedition. I am on the top, so I get to go first. I bring back my guy, and I pillaged. So when I pillaged, I get Fire Island. So now as an action, I can spend 1 wood to sail, which is really good for these guys. This, I believe, is one of the expansion ones. So this kind of almost, I don't want to say it breaks it. I mean, anybody could get this, but that's actually really good. But as a building bonus, because I'm going to build this in my empire, I get an apple and a rock. I get 1 apple and 1 rock. And then Adri is got her fish, and so she's going to go with the surprise card. So you get a sheep.
First time I get the sheep.
A sheep, a fish, one of those, and one of those. What did I give you? Oh, a tomato or an apple. We're really not sure what they are. And you get 1 victory point. Now that's the only disadvantage is when you get a conquest, you don't get a victory point now, but at the end of the game, you're going to get a victory point for it because of every building in your tableau counts as a victory point. So that is Agri. So there is your boat back. And then, so now it's cleanup phase. So we bring all of our workers back. We get those back. We clear off the islands.
What if I didn't do no?
I just think I think you keep tapping. You would keep tapping. I tried that when I was setting it up first. And I was like, oh, I'll just put them in the middle. But I think you would keep tapping the little iceberg, ice flow thing. I don't know. It's ice. I know it's ice because it's the snow because the Yeti's on the snow. All right, first player token comes back over to me. Unexhaust our cards and draw 4 cards. 4. Alright, what do I got and what do I want? Ooh, I need that.
What are sheep for?
What are sheep for? Yeah, there might be things that need sheep. I thought you had one where it was like trade in a sheep plus one other thing. Some of the islands say that. They say trade, like here, for each time you pillage. Oh, you gain a sheep on that one when you pillage. I don't need a second guardhouse. I do need these. I do need those. Alright, so I'm going to do 3. I'm going 3 cards. And you?
I can't do anything. I cannot build.
Well, no, but do you want to keep the card? I mean, again, you can still buy the cards. Well, no, you have to buy the cards. We're on the buying the card phase.
Yeah.
Buy the card phase.
I am sorry.
We have not gotten to the can I do anything phase.
I'm going to pay for 4.
Alright. And then I am first player, so I'm going to go ahead and populate on my first turn.
Sorry, it's 3 because I discarded 1. I had 1 in my
You have 1 in hand. Okay. So I'm going to populate. And I populate, which allows me to play Loki's Workshop. Not Loki's Workshop, but Floki's Workshop. Which gains me my 3rd boat. So I have all 3 of my boats now. So now it is on to you.
I need to harvest mucho.
Okay.
Can I have rocks, please?
Rocks. Impebles. Hola, David. ¿Cómo
Hola,
estás?
David.
Well, I don't have any fishes. I'm going to sail. Hang on, do I want to sail? No, I want to harvest first. I'm going to harvest my fishies. So I get 2 fishies. Dos pescados. No, dos pescados. I don't know if they're alive or dead. We caught them out of the river. I don't know if they're still flopping around or they're going to die.
So you usually fish to eat, so that would be pescado.
Okie dokie. Pescado. Okay.
You would.
So back to you.
Can I harvest most?
You can put your other one on harvest as well. Yeah, as many tokens as possible can go in there. There's no limit.
I'm going to harvest wood, por favor.
What do you get? 2?
Yeah.
2 wood. Alright. Yeah, I need to harvest wood. So I'm going to spend a fish and a meeple to sail. And because I'm sailing, I'm going to go ahead and immediately I'm going to put the fish on it, and I'm going to play Quick Raid. During this sail, you may immediately resolve a pillage or conquer. I don't have any things, so I'm going to pillage, and I'm going to do this one here, which gives me 3 fish. 3 fish and one of those. And then it gets me boat back. And I forgot, my twin ships feature each time you pillage, you gain 1 more. So because I just pillaged, I gain 1 more.
So I'm building.
It's back to you. Yeah, it's back to you. So whatever action you want to do. See?
Action?
Yeah, action. We're on the action stage.
No, I'm far from Portugal. And I will Okay, I am going to do William's farm.
Williams Farm.
Spend wood and rock to populate.
Wood and rock to populate.
So I just move 1, 2.
No, you get it's free freebies.
And gain 1 victory point.
1 victory point. All right. I'm going to spend 1 twig to sail. And I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to put a fishy on it. And I'm going to play sail to play. Quick raid again, which allows me to immediately take that. And I can get an apple, 2 twigs, and 1 victory point. And because I pillaged, I get another victory point. Yeah, this pillaging, that's how he works. It's get the boats out, pillage. Get the boats out, pillage. Muy, muy. I need some axes, though. Otherwise, I'd be conquering right now. Oh, hang on. I forgot to exhaust my cards. Let's see until. I just did these 2, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Still mass action.
See?
So I am going to spend 1 worker and 2 different. I don't know what the sheep are for, so I'm gonna use the sheep.
Sheep, because you don't know what they do. And that might be it. I mean, if none of your cards have sheep, I mean, when you played the first time, none of yours had sheep?
No.
Then most likely you don't have anything that needs sheep. Mine, I've got some that need sheep.
So I gain 3 victory points.
1, 2, 3. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to build. I'm going to. Oh man. I wanted to build both of these, but I can't on this turn. Alright, I'm gonna. What do I get over here? Fish? Okay. No, that works. Alright, I'm gonna spend my apple to sail. Yeah, that one's fine. I'll flip it over. So I'm going to sail. No reason for me to spend fish because I know what I'm going after. Alright, so back to you.
I am going to sail as well, so I'm going to use 2 workers.
Oh, okay. Instead of spinning an apple. Okay, so you're gonna sail. So your boat, no, your boat, not the common boat. We don't need the common boats yet. And you don't have any fish, so you're just gonna do the regular side. All right. So if you're gonna do that, then spend 3 different resources. So no, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to hang on, there was a card I've got that I was looking. Is it in my hand? I'll see. All right, so I'm going to spin my apple so I can sail again.
So the other one?
Yeah, and this time I'm going to go ahead and put a fish on that one. Because these will both be gone, so better for me to get the distance one.
I am going to spend. The wood to discard 1 card.
Which one do you not need? That one.
That one. And it says that I can take any nearby island and add it to my empire.
So you can take either of those 2 islands.
One of these 2?
Yeah, so this one here, your action, you get to spend a rock to choose one of your ships with an assigned axe on an expedition board to immediately resolve the conquer. So basically you put an axe on a ship, you can immediately take the conquer immediately.
But
this
an axe
one here,
that I have?
yeah, you don't have that. No, in the future turns. This one, for each time you pillage, you gain a sheep. So really the benefit for that would be that 1 card you keep playing where you need to get rid of a resource. Since you never need the sheep, it just kind of gives you free resource every time you
Yeah.
pillage. It's your choice which
This
one you
one.
want. Okay.
Put it in my
That's the one I wanted. Shh. I wanted the axe. What was the immediate thing? You get an axe and a wood. All right, so I'm going to build the smoker's house. So the smoker's house costs me my 1 stone that I have. Basically, it says I can spend a meeple or a sheep. So that would have helped me too, because then I would not have to use my workers. I could use sheep for each of my things. But I can't do that right now. I just built it this turn. So your turn. Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
I am going to spend the wood and the tomato to gain 2 victory points and retrieve 1.
Oh, retreat. Okay, so you retrieve. So that's the only way you can get your workers back out is you have to have a card during play that retrieves them, and it can be retrieved from the spent workers or it can be retrieved from an assigned worker. So some cards have you assign a worker one to a card to be able to use them. So like the Egyptian expansion, that is the female empire's play style. She assigns workers to all of her spots, so she would need a retrieve card. All right, I'm going to spend my 2 wood to build this right there. Yeah, I should have done this. If I would have done this 1 turn earlier, I would have actually gotten what I wanted.
Can I harvest again?
No, because you don't have any apples.
But I am on harvest.
But you don't have any apples. And even if you did, you wouldn't be able to harvest. You'd have to sail or explore. So you have nothing, none of your cards?
I mean the ones here, right?
Yeah, I mean the feature you'll get during the expedition phase, so you can't really play that. So no, not unless there's a card in your hand you can play. I think you're... Oh, you have your copies.
I can build, but
yeah, you can build, and you have your copies too.
But I don't have
Okay,
wood.
you don't have to do that. All right.
So I am going to build.
All right, and that is your... What is that?
This is to spend 1 meeple.
Oh no, that's another turn. That's
oh, but it is.
turn.
It is spend 1 meeple to gain auto.
So I'm going to spend a worker to gain a... that's not going to do me good on this turn. What was I trying? I was trying to do something. There was a plan I had when I played these cards. There was. Oh, I needed a sheep, but I didn't have any sheep. Dang it! But my plan included sheep. So I'm just going to take the axe, I think. Yeah, that gives me an axe for a follow-up turn. Alright, so back to you. Oh, I needed to spend one of my workers. I had to send one of my workers out to build me an axe.
So how do I get apples? I'm stuck in harvest.
You have to wait till next turn. So if you can't do anything else, then you just basically have to pass. I mean, you can spend your meeple to get your gold, which is actually an apple. Because remember, that counts as any resource. I want to draw another card. Can't build anything, so building is out of the question. Spend 1, but I don't have 1 of each. See, this was a good turn to have that because I've got 2 ships out. I get victory points based on the number of ships, but I need my sheep, and I haven't got my sheep yet. And if I pillage now, I don't need fish. All right, I'm going to spend that, and that's going to allow me to pillage immediately. I'm going to pillage with the bottom ship, which allows me to pillage from here, which gives me 2 wood, an apple, which I needed. I needed the apple, and then 2 victory points because of my other card. 1, 2. Alright. No, so what did I do? I did Valkyrie. Okay, I turned it already. Alright, so back to you.
I cannot harvest any,
No.
even if we have an apple.
Even if you had an apple, yeah, because
I have to change it.
You have to change locations, yeah.
So I'm going to...
You're done fast.
I see fast.
Okay. Then the last thing that I can do, I got my apple. I want to go ahead. Oh no, I've already used 2. That's right, so I can't do any more of this. So I can't even spin my apple this turn. So I can't do my apple. I don't want to spin my axe right now. So yeah, I'm going to pass as well. So that's the end of that turn. So my ship is on top. So do I need 2 more fish? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take the 2 fish because it saves me from having to do that late next. So I'm gonna take 2 fish. And then I get, because I pillaged, I get 2 victory points. 1, 2. And then my boat. And then you get to basically pick the surprise card, because that's all that's available, right?
Mm-hmm.
So surprise card, you get, 2 apples. Oy! That was good for you. And then 1 victory point. Alright. So now cleanup phase. So cleanup phase, we bring all of our workers back.
Was that what I just did? Pillage?
Pillage, yeah.
So what happens to this one that says each time I
each
pillage,
time you pillage, you get a sheep. All
See?
right, there you go. Yep. Clean up, so pull our clan tokens off. And then refresh all of your cards. Bring your workers back. You know, all the cleanup stuff.
Clean up,
clean up, everybody clean up.
Everywhere.
Everybody everywhere, clean up.
That's how I learned it.
I know, that's how you learn. She says everybody everywhere. I'm like, that kind of gets off the photo. I don't even know the song. I don't even know if it's a real song or what. All right, you ready? All right, so draw 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow, that's expensive. Holy cow. And again, I don't know how I get stone without pillaging. That's the only way I know to get stone. This pillaging, each time you activate a conquered island, you may resolve the effect twice. Ooh. Okay, I like that. Ooh, I like that too. All right, I've already got one of him, and I'm not using him that much. I'm not gonna pay for that. And I like that. All right, so I'm going with 3. And first player token goes over to you. All right. So one of mine tells me that I can immediately pillage. And one, okay, this one's just pillage. One of these I can conquer immediately.
Can you, is there like besides cards something to discard cards?
Discard?
Mm-hmm.
No, you have an unlimited hand. I mean, you've got that ability that lets you discard.
But what was that? Where was it? I think
it was this one here.
I keep it.
But you're keeping all 4?
No, I'm keeping that card. Like that one, I need to keep.
You mixed them with your other ones. Which ones did you already have in your hand? You're supposed to put the ones you already had in your hand to the side so you don't get them mixed up.
See, but no, I know
You know?
which one. It was this one, and I have not gotten any with. Yeah, on this one because I didn't have rocks lunch on the ball. I want all of them.
You want all of them? Okay. So 4 for Audrey. So you go first.
I'm going to harvest.
All right, harvest. What are you harvesting?
My harvest is wood.
Wood. Wood. I'm going to spend 1 wood to sail. I'm going to sail when I get up there on the board first. And I'm going to do both a fishy. Hang on, do I want to raid? Oh, wow. That's got two victory points. That's a good one. I'm going to do just the fish. No. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. Okay. So your turn.
I am going to
No, me more. I didn't sail. I used my card to sail.
Oh.
Gracias.
So I am going to harvest rocks.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to harvest as well. And I'm going to do my axes. And because I harvested, I get to play this, which is unexhaust all of your conquered islands. Let me unexhaust that.
Oh, I am playing this one here. That's what the last thing I did, so I...
No, that's a feature. That's just a feature. You always have that. Kind of like this one here, whenever I pillage, I get a resource. Oh, you can put your other 2 cards back in your hand anymore.
See. So this one does not
It's just a feature. It's not an action. It's always
there.
Always there.
Active.
Okay. It's always active. Yep. It's like an active ability.
Okay, so we're building? No,
whatever you want to do. Build, you can take actions, you can that's where the order comes in. You have to make sure that you're taking something to make you be able to do something else. Like, the turn order comes in very important to make sure that you optimize your play.
So I am going to pay for this one.
Right. So I'm going to pay another wood so I can sail again. And I have 2 fishies on that. And actually, let me double check. If I do the treasure island now, or do I? Nope, there we go. In the expedition phase. Okay. So it's during the expedition phase I get to do that. Okay. So I get to go up to the treasure islands.
Okay.
Oh, and because I sailed, I can. Oh no, I don't want to. Oh yeah. Since I sailed, I'm going to go ahead and do my quick raid of this one here. This is the one I wanted. So I actually should have done that on the previous turn. That kind of messed me up because I would be able to have unexhausted that twice. But basically, I get a fish and a rock, because I need rocks. In this one action, I can spend up to 3 workers to gain 1 resource from 3 different spots. Muy bien.
Wow, I need that.
I know, it's muy bien.
Okay, I pay.
I'll put these over here, that way they go away.
One rock. This one.
I need more rocks. I wish when you did the raid against somebody else and you attack somebody else, instead of exhausting the card, you could steal 1 resource too. I think that'd be more thematic, right? You exhaust one of their cards plus you steal one of their resources. Yeah. All right. So what did you do?
Paid for.
Oh, you built that? Okay. I'm going to sail again. But I'm going to spend 1 fish and 1 worker to sail. I need another boat. There we go. And I'm going to put axe on him. All right, it's back to you.
I'm going to sail.
All right. Are you going to have the axe so you can conquer? It'd be one of these two. Don't know which one. I mean, I'm going to take one. You'd be able to take the other. So it's whether or not you believe either of these 2 benefits get you anything. So this one, each time you raid, meaning you use an axe to attack me, you get a
One victory.
victory. This one here is you spend 1 wood to gain 1 axe.
I like the building bonus. I have to do that to gain the building bonus.
No, the building bonus is as soon as you put it into your empire. So when you put this in your empire, you get an axe. This one in your empire. But again, you don't know which one I'm going to take. So it's either that or you don't put an axe and then you get to pillage, meaning you either get 2 victory points or 2 wood plus a victory point, or sorpresa.
Okay.
And same thing when you conquer. You can sorpresa conquer as well. Whether or not you want to use the axe or not.
I don't want to use the axe.
I'm so glad I used that card. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, I pillaged earlier, didn't I? Oh no, I conquered. I conquered earlier, I didn't pillage. I'm going to spend a worker to gain an axe and a fish. Thank you.
I'm going to...
Figure out.
Oh, when do I do this? No, after we pass all I want to spend that to gain 1 wild.
Oh, to gain a coin? Okay.
Is it coin?
Yeah, it's a gold coin. So gold coins actually serve 2 purposes. They count as a wild for any resource except for basically an actual resource. So axes aren't resources. Or at the end of the game, normally 2 resources count as 1 point. Gold is 1 point by itself. It's kind of like, which one was that? Raiders of the North Sea. And I mentioned that during the unboxing. This is very similar to other games. Like each has different things. Like we're building a city out like Everdell, right? And we're placing our resources and stuff. But then with the kind of Viking stuff we got going out into the ocean, it reminds us a lot of the North Sea as well. So it's kind of fun because we liked both of those games. Can we say that any one specifically right now is going to take the place of the others? No. If we get to 50 games, might have to decide.
Yeah.
So you did that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, because I got 2 axes, I'm going to go ahead and spend an axe to get a card and 1 victory point. So I get 1 victory point. I get to draw a card. Need that. That is not a card that I need. Like, I get the duplicates, but like you can't use the duplicates. Like when you harvest, you're not exhausting what you harvest, so kind of confusing why I would have duplicates. I mean, I guess I could discard this if I'm not going to play it rather than keeping it in my hand. It doesn't mean any good.
I need wood. I don't have any. Okay, I'm going to...
Well, you could spin to sail again, and then you would have a chance of maybe getting wood from one of the cards. Because right now it's either you spend your apple to explore, which allows you to draw 1 card, or you spend your apple to sail if you want to try to get something key.
Well, spend 1 apple. I'm going to...
I still need sheep. Why don't I have sheep?
This one. I don't remember how I got... Oh, I got sheep with my feature.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay 1 nickel on 2 different resources.
I still haven't raid. I need to remember to raid you to keep you from doing that.
This works as any resource, right? Or even apples?
Yes. And then you get, what is it, 2 or 3?
3.
3. This. Okay, I see how you are, Rare. I see what you're doing. Alright, so I think I'm done with building. I know I can't build anything else. Oh, I do have this. Oh, but I can't do that with what I've got out there. Alright, so I want to sail again. So with my other one, I want to sail. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. During the expedition phase, unused Unused goods assigned to your boat are released back into your pool. Oh, but I don't usually do that. I do get the sheep though. Yeah, I get that sheep that I need. I need one sheep for. Actually, I need the sheep on this turn though. The problem. Okay, your turn. I need that card that lets me immediately conquer, but I don't have that. I think it's in my deck. I thought there was a card that lets me immediately conquer.
I'm going to... I have too many plans.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to spend the meeple and the rock to gain 2 victory.
You keep the meeples.
Sorry.
Dos. 1, 2. Okay. All right. So now it's my turn. I'm going to spin the apple to harvest. Yeah. It's me 2.
So with the other one, with this one.
Yeah, the one that's not on harvest, so it goes over to the X because that's my second turn. I don't have any apples anyway. It's not like I could do another one. No, back to you.
I'm poor.
You're poor. Can't do anything. You can pass.
I mean, I can, but oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to use one of these as a piece of wood. And discard 1 card.
You discard 1 card.
To take
any
a
nearby, so
island.
you can take either one of those 2. Which one did you want? You want the
wood. Yes, this one.
The one. Okay, so you take that. So it also gives you an action. So you get a wood and an apple. Alright, so I can build now because that's what I was trying to do. So I'm going to build the White Keep, which is stone and 2 things. This allows me, it's a feature, whenever I activate an island, I get to do it twice. It resolves twice. So like that's very big here. Because if I do this, I can get 1 resource from up to 3 different locations. So I basically can get 2 of every resource now when I do this. And then for here, spending 1 wood, I get sailed twice. That's very good. So that's why I'm wondering, like with some of these being expansion cards, right? It really makes some of these other decks like have lots of new abilities. It's kind of cool.
Did you jump me?
Yeah, that was mine. I built something. That was my turn. I have 1 meeple left. I can't do anything with that meeple. Can't build anything here. I don't have any apples. That might be Chocobo for me. Yeah. I don't have a sheep. I need a sheep.
Is there a limit for building?
There's no limit. Unlike Everdell, no. You just keep, because remember, that's your points. The more buildings you have, the more points. So it's like, like I was saying, like what's the point of building like something that you already have built? It counts as a point, right? So why not? Why not build 2 of them? If it's free, right? If you're going to do it anyways. All right, I have to pass. There's nothing I can do, so I have to pass. So now it's just you until you want to pass. Any actions you can do, or any cards you want to build. Remember, you have that new action at the bottom.
This thing.
Oh, you already did it though. Never mind.
What, this?
No, your island. It's fine. You could have spent a wood to get an axe, but you already have an axe, so it's not that big deal.
So. How many points does 1?
1.
Same as this.
1.
So I'm going to use this as a piece of wood.
Okay. Do you want to use your apple to either sail again or explore?
I'm going to use my apple to explore.
Alright, so it allows you to draw a card. Anything else?
No.
That's it. So you have pass.
Pass.
All right. So we go to the expedition phase. So I get to get that secret island up there at the top with the first one, the secret island.
Oh.
I'm not sure why they're big, thick tiles instead of cards. It's kind of confusing. So here you go. So I get to explore. So I get to explore twice. I gain a apple, a rock.
What do you mean explore?
And explore. So I get to draw a card twice. 2 explores. All of the islands have have 2 actions you get to take, and then you have the items at the bottom that you gain.
Oh, and how did you get that?
2 fish. 2 fish. So yeah, so it says assign 2 fish to them on the treasure island instead of nearby or distant islands. Following the normal queue for each such ship, draw and resolve the top tile from the stack, and then remove it from the game. As usual, after resolving the tile, the ship returns to the owner's supply. So basically, just you get that. So the what you get basically is harvest, populate, explore, construct.
And something.
No, these are the 4 tiles. So you notice it doesn't have sail because you can't sail because we're in that phase. It wouldn't do any good. So those are the 3 that are left in there are the harvest, the construct, and the populate. All right. So then we go to the second ship, which is me, and I guess each time you raid, gain 1. We haven't been raiding against each other. I don't like raiding. So I'm going to take the surprise card. So Neptune's treasure, conquer, remove a ship to gain 2. Building bonus, ship. So I get a extra ship. So basically remove 1 ship. So basically I can, as an action, I can get rid of one of my ship to get 2 gold. So like if I notice it's getting close to like 25, right? I notice one of us is getting close to 25, then I get that benefit of getting rid of my ships, like maybe for a turn or 2, and get me some extra gold. I get that ship back. All right, so it is yours. So you don't have a fish, and you don't have an axe, so you can either take 2 victory points or you can do the surprise card.
Surprise!
Surprise! What do you get? So you get 2 apples.
2 apples.
Or tomatoes. I don't know if they're tomatoes or apples. You're right. They can be either one. And 1 victory point?
For me, they're tomatoes. I mean,
right. So you're up to 19. Okay. Oh, that's destroyed. I don't know why I took that from you. It's destroyed. All right. So then my last one, I have my fish and the axe. So I'm going to conquer this one. So I get a sheep that I've been waiting for and a fish. Feature, during the expedition phase, unused goods, which I really don't care about that feature. All right, so that is the end of the expedition phase. So now it is cleanup time. So take your workers back.
So I'm thinking sheep are just so that you can have resources.
I don't know what sheep are for. Maybe one of the factions or one of the empires actually uses sheep.
But at least in this one is
this one
so
I don't.
You can get resources to spend when it says to spend.
I particularly can't say. For me, I need a sheep for this specific thing. Spend 1 worker and 1 sheep to gain 1 victory point per ship I have on there. So that's my thing. I want as many ships out there as possible, and then do that, right? So I can have up to 4 ships, meaning I could get up to 4 victory points in a single turn. Right, so refresh all of our cards and draw 4. And take our tokens up there off. Loading dock, each turn so green. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. I've already got you. Oh, I need you. 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 so far. And I need you. Alright. So I'm spending 3 workers. What do I got now? Because I got those 2 draw cards and I forgot to look at them earlier. Okay. Oh, another one of those. I don't know if I would ever use that. I'll put you in the back, so I don't know if I'm going to use you. I gotta put them in the order that I think I might use them. I need you. You're very important. I need to play you first. Alright, so first player token moves over to me, right? So I'm going to build this. So loading dock, each time I sail, I get a sheep. That costs me one of those.
Do I keep the cards that I had from before?
Yeah, you always keep the cards you had before. And I'm going to have to shuffle this because I'm out of cards.
Oh, that's 4.
Yeah, I was out, so I have to shuffle. I have a lot more draw mechanics in my deck. So mine's about drawing through my deck to basically be able to get what I need out. Alright, so your turn. What's up there? Gold. Ooh, that's a gold. Spend a gold to get 2 gold. Holy cow! Spend a gold to get 2 gold. Like every turn, you basically can spend 1 gold to get 2 gold. That will stack up quick. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still your turn. Yeah.
I'm going to explore.
Okay. So explorers draw a card.
And then what happens?
You just draw the card, and you can play. Yeah, you can play your boost card.
This one.
So what does it say? Oh, then you don't want to explore right now. Then.
It was spend up to 3 different resources to gain 1 gold for each.
Yeah, so put that back in your hand. Put the other card back in the deck, back on top. Take your explore action back, and put it back.
Because this does not count.
No, so you need to harvest first and get you some more resources. You need to harvest, or you need you need to raid.
I can build without it.
Yeah, you just wait till another turn to get on.
So can I have
2 wood?
Please?
So I am going to spend a wood to sail, and because I have the thingy that lets me do things twice, where is it? Oh, here we go. My white keep, so I get to sail twice. All right, so I'm going to sail once. I'm going to sail twice, and each time I sail, I gain sheep. So 2 sheep. Okay, so it's your turn.
I am going to again, but then I think I get stuck in there.
Well, then don't do that. Well, you got apples.
I have apples now.
But again, you don't have to play that explore card on this turn. You could just because remember, you also can get more resources from here, right?
Yeah, no, it was just to build.
Oh, so because you don't have what you need to build something. Well, you don't have to build something. I mean, you've got your actions down here. Do any of your actions get you resources? Oh, did you get your sheep from your pillage? No.
Oh, I know.
There you go. So now you have your resources. Now you have 3 different resources. So now you could do your explore.
Okay, so I'm going to explore.
And then play the card. So you draw your card, you play your card. And when you explore, draw your card. Just put it in your hand, who cares? And then now you pay your 3 resources to get how much? 3 gold? Or up to.
Wow.
Oh, but that's the thing, Mimor. It was up to 3 resources.
Oh, I didn't see
yeah,
it.
So, okay.
Well, I'm going to do it all. No, I'm going to do.
So, all right. I'm going to... Oh, no. I'm going to harvest. I'm going to harvest axes. Okay, it's back to you.
Two. Build.
Okay. I'm going to spend 3 workers. 3 workers to gain 1 resource for up to 3 different resources, and I get to do that twice. So I'm going to gain an apple, a twig, and a fish. And then I'm going to gain a twig, a fish. I can always use more apples. Oh, and actually, I'm sorry, when I did the fish, oh no, I can only gain 1 because I'm not actually doing the harvest action. I'll give her another apple. Okay, I did that. So back to you.
I am going to spend 2 workers to sail.
All right, to sail. Your blue sailboat. And then do you want to conquer or not? Right now I'm not conquering, but right now I would take both of the low-end ones anyways. So
but to conquer
if you're
Cascada.
No. Conquer, you need the axe.
Oh.
But it would be either the surprise or it could be one of these if I leave those there because I don't pillage them. So for me to pillage, that would give me fish and wood, right? Or I can take the surprise card.
No, I am going to. I think use the
axe. The axe would give you this, which allows you to spend a meeple to gain wood, or it would allow you to spend a meeple to gain gold. Okay. I'm going to sail again. So I take the boat. I'm going to sail. I'm going to put on the fish. I don't know, because there's a 1 over the top. And that. And I get a sheep. Alright, so your turn. I messed up. Keep doing this. That's fine. I'm good. Whew. I found a way out. I messed up because I spent all my workers, and what I wanted to do needs a worker. I was like, whoopsie.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 meeple and 1 wood to gain 2 victory points and retrieve.
Alright, I'm going to do an apple to populate. Okay, back to you.
I'm going to discard 1 card from my hand to gain 1 gold and 1 victory point.
Alright, I'm going to spin an apple to sail. To sail. And I'm going to... Okay.
I'm going to... Can I harvest with this one?
Yeah, you spend your apple.
Cool. And harvest fish.
Alright, so I'm going to spend a worker and a sheep. I gain 1 victory point for every boat I have on the board. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get all 4 boats out so I could finally pull that thing off. Oh, I actually went sailing again, so I got another sheep. Right? I gained a sheep when I got a sheep when I did that, and then I've got 4 boats out and I spent a sheep. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm at the right number of sheep. Bah!
I'm going to spend 1 crop and 1 needler to gain 1 axe, or I guess, yeah, or does it has slash 2 victory points.
You want an axe or victory points?
Victory points.
Oh, you're trying to go for that end game. All right, that means I've got to start getting more victory points right now. All right, so I'm going to spend 3 different resources to gain 3 victory points. Apple, fish, and sheep. So that gets me 3 victory points. 3. Back to you.
I'm going to spend 1 nipple on fish to harvest, and I want wood.
Got stuck in my thumb. Got stuck in my thumb. All right, I'm gonna build this is end game now, so I'm gonna build the watchtower. For 1, I get 4 victory points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. Hi. I cannot populate. Oh, what did I do?
No, you have. Oh, yeah, you can sail or explore. That's it with your apple.
So I am going to
You can sail.
sail.
Your other boat. We're going off the sea. It's the first time we've had all the boats on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to spend a wood to build another watchtower, which gets me 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So because that happened during the round, that means that I said it earlier. Depending when the victory game ends, no, the game ends. The game continues in 25 space and scoreboard the action phase. On the scoreboard during the action phase. Once that happens, the final round is triggered and the game will end at the end of the current round. So it is going to end at the end of this current round. So that means whatever you can do to get more victory points right now or get more resources is what you need to play. So, because I just triggered end of game. I've got sheep. I don't know if I can do anything with these sheep.
It's in this only this turn. Yes? This is my last possibility.
This round, until we get through the expedition phase, that's the end of the game. When we go through expedition, that's the end of the game.
So I am going to spend 1 populate.
Okay.
And gain 1 victory point.
Okay. I mean, now you do have a meeple, so maybe you can do something with that meeple. I can't do that. 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 All right, so I can't play any of my cards in my hand. All I got is sheep. I can't do anything with the sheep. Yep. So that is the end for me. So I have to pass.
I spent some meeple to gain 1 gold.
Alright. Anything else? Can you build? Can you... Remember, building something, anything, is worth 1 point. So if you build one of those things for the 1 wood you have, that counts as 1 point. Whether you can use it or not, the action or not, it's 1 more point. Because right now 1 wood is worth 0 points. Alright, and then anything else?
I can spend...
Is that going to give you more than 1 point? Yeah, if it's not going to give you more than 1 point,
I mean, it's going to give me 1 victory point if I spend it. So it's like the same.
It's the like, same in the end. Yeah.
Yeah. To keep it.
It makes it easier for math later.
Gain 1.
All right. Nothing else?
No.
All right. So Abdi passes. So I have the first one. So I get to pillage. Which really doesn't matter. Both of them give 2 resources plus a victory point, so I'll just do fish. This counts as 1 victory point. Whenever I pillage, though, because I still have this, I get 2 victory points, though. 1, 2. And then I did that one. And then I get to pillage with this guy. And this one. 1, 2. 2 victory points. 1, 2, because of my wonderful feature down here. There's another one that's whenever I conquer, I get victory points too. I never got that one out because I never got enough stones. So now it is you. So you can conquer, which gives you another one for your tableau, and you get 1 fish. All right. And then this one was me.
This was pillage?
Conquer.
Because I'm having him.
Because you had that. Because you had the axe. Yep. So this counts as 1 point at the end, which is now. All right. So I do this ship, which had a fish on it. So I can take one of these guys here, and that gives me 2 rocks. And then I have this one here with an axe. So that's not a good bonus now because it's only giving me 1 point, where this might give me 2 resources. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go with the surprise card. Aha! Which gave me... Actually, that was better because it would have been 2 resources. That would have only been 1 point. Instead, it was 2 gold, which is 2 points. So... That was him, right? Yeah, that was him. That was my 3 boats. And then you have this one, which allows you to pillage, which gives you... a rock
and a sheep,
and then building bonus, you get to draw a card. And a sheep, because the sheep. Right. That is your pillage. Here's your boat back. Now for final round scoring. Oh, hang on, you did a pillage, so you got 1 victory point there. All right. Was the other one a pillage? No, the other one was a conquest. It wasn't a pillage. All right. So for scoring, it says for every 2 resources. So it doesn't say they have to be the same resources like it does on the North Sea. So it's just every 2 resources. All right. So 1 victory point for each card in our empire. So you can basically stack them up because. Oops. Actually, don't stack up the island because they're separate. Make sure we're stacking up our cards, not the Islams. All right.
Painte. Oh, and this one.
Alright, so Abdi had
21.
21. I actually only had 22. I did not have that many more than you. So I had 22. Oh, our base score. So you had 27. And I had 30. Alright. And then for every 2 resources, you get a point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adri got 2, and then I have 2 coins.
I have no coins.
0 coins. So that is 7. So 57. And then Adri had 7, 8, 9, 10. So 50. So 50 to 57. Not too bad of a score. It is 9:43, so it took us a little bit over an hour and a half. It says it can take up to 90 minutes. I guess it really depends on how much AP, how much thinking goes into it, and whatnot. We were going to play the Egyptian Kings tonight, but I think because of the time, we're going to go ahead and end our stream now. However, we will be playing Egyptian Kings on Tuesday, so make sure that you hit that subscribe and bell notification. We will be posting up a reminder of a future stream, so you can always click that reminder button to be notified when we go live during that stream. We really like this. I think it is a good mix of 2 games we already liked. Right?
Yeah.
We already liked Everdell. We already liked the North Sea. Both of the games in the North Sea we played. We still got to play the 3rd one. You guys got to vote for that 3rd one so we can play the Explorers. Anything else? No. You ready to try the harder, guys? This is the level 1 and level 3 guys. So I will tell you, Tuesday the Egyptians is a level 8 and a level 9. So we're going to go from the easiest
one. I'm going to go from the 1 to the 8.
1 to the 8. And I'm going to go from the 3 to the 9. So although on mine, so give you a preview for Adri's, her character, we mentioned earlier, builds trees that she can harvest more from. Mine, I actually have an upkeep. So if I don't have the resources on my cards, I lose all my cards during that cleanup phase. So I could lose my entire tableau that I built in a single round. With that said, guys, we appreciate everyone for coming out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, bell notification. Leave some comments down below with your favorite factions or all the mistakes we made. Because we might have made a couple.
Normally.
Normally. But until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.